Hello, everyone. Today, I figured I'd do this video because I've been getting a lot of questions about this here motionette. Because I put a video up, I'm not sure how long ago, I think 4 or 5 years maybe. And it was this motionette, and he was working rather good. He was a little loud because he had a correct gear, but other than that, he worked fine. And then a couple months after that, his arms broke again. I say again because this actually was my grandma's motionette that she bought brand new from the store. And we've had this motionette since I was a kid. There's even pictures of me holding it because I was obsessed with this thing. Um, like, I would go to bed and I would turn this on and just watch him while I fell asleep, and then I'd wake up in the morning and his batteries would be dead. So, yeah, you can obviously tell he is very, very, very dirty. He has aged well. Well, maybe not. His beard is very. I don't know what the word is for it, but it's not in good shape. So it is very dry and it is frizzy, and I did try recurling it. There's a picture of that on my Instagram page, if any of you follow me. But yeah, the story with this thing, um, like I said, it was my grandma's and I was obsessed with it. And whenever I would play with it, I would always mess with his arms. I thought his arms were like, I didn't think they were metal because I was a kid and I didn't know any better. So I would literally just bend his arms back and forth and up and down, and literally until they broke. Because, like I said, I was a kid and I didn't know any better. But, yeah, his arms have been broken and repaired several times. I'd say at least a good 10 times, at least. Um, but yeah, he has a 1989 telco motionette. Like it says 1989 telco on his base, made in Philippines. He is missing his battery compartment. And his hat keeps falling off. It's not glued on. Also, his head is not. I lost the piece for it a long time ago. So his head is just kind of sitting on there, along with his hat. But yeah, the last time we got him fixed, I took him to my dad's house because he knew how to weld, and he welded his arms back on, and this is how they've been ever since. But in that video that's on YouTube, he is working perfectly. His movement is nice and smooth. Like I said, you can hear the main broken gear, which makes that clicking noise. But yeah, after he got repaired, he started to go downhill. Because I guess where his arms meet in the middle for the post for his neck, there was a piece of metal that flew off and got stuck onto there. So now whenever his arms go out, this arm kind of goes up like that, like going over a little bump. But yeah, he's also missing his belt, and this this happened quite a while ago. And also from one of the first times he was repaired when he was getting welded, he got a bunch of holes in his shirt. But yeah, so turn him on and let you see this horridness. He's also missing a little bit of hair from his beard. I don't know if you can tell right there. Oh, and also his lips, I recolored them with Sharpie because I was a kid, didn't know better. But yeah, so I'm gonna turn him on. See how his arm kind of goes up? He's a little jerky. But I replaced that main gear that was broken, and I did put some grease on him, but he's still really loud. So, but yeah, he still works. He's just a little sketchy and very, very fragile. Sound works. When my mom and my sister would go to work and there was no one home but me, I would literally go into the basement, get this thing from the Christmas decorations, take him up to my room, and just play that music for hours and hours and hours and hours until my mother got home. And then I would quickly put him back in his box and put him back downstairs without my mother noticing. So that's that one. And he is a black base. And he also, on the back of his neck, says 1989 telco. So there's that one. And then I also have this one, which I got for my birthday a couple years ago. And it is the same motionette. As you can see, this one is in much better condition because I got him basically new. He was still tied to his box. And his outfit is very, very white, and the colors are vivid, and it's just very nice. His beard is nice and curly like it should be. His hat is on. And yes, it is, like I said, the same motionette. It's just very, very different conditions that they grew up in, I guess. Also, the light on this Santa is much, much brighter than the one on this Santa. See, I mean, this one is kind of bright, but it's not as bright as this one. And as you can tell, this one is very, very, very quiet. He also, when I got him, had a main gear that was cracked, so I replaced that and then put some grease on him. I need to put a little more grease on him because the last time I did was probably when I got him. And it could be drying out because you couldn't hear anything. He sounded absolutely perfect. But yeah, so he is very quiet. I'm not going to play the whole thing. But I figured I would let these two give you an idea of how they look next to each other. He obviously moves a lot faster than he does, because he's had honestly quite a few gear replacements. His original gears were very worn, and he would skip a lot, and he was just very loud. So I had to switch his gears out quite a few times, and obviously you can tell that didn't do any good. But yeah, so he's supposed to be moving like this one, like nice and slow and a good pace, but he's just moving like really, really fast. So he stays up there on my little motionette shelf with all my others. I need to do some organizing. But yeah, I was actually thinking for this Santa, I have this other motionette 1989 right here, and she doesn't have a head because I am actually rerouting it. Here's her head, and I'm rerouting it with a Chrissy ponytail because her original hair was just really dry and frizzy and it was gross. So I figured, why not? But yeah, this one is very quiet, and I was thinking of taking the mechanics from this one and putting them in this one because this is my mom or my grandma's motionette, and she did enjoy it quite a bit. And this one I'm not really too fond of, I guess. Her light is very dim. It's not as bright as the other ones. She also needs more grease. She's getting rather loud. Yeah, they all have the same kind of music. But yeah, so I thought I would just do a little quick comparison video because I have been getting a lot of questions about this guy here. Um, oh, another thing with him, these motionettes, like this one, he has a piece of foam under here to give him the appearance of his weight. That one that was in this one deteriorated a very long time ago. So, my solution was to just stuff him full of stuffing. Yeah. Like I said, I was a kid and didn't know any better. But sooner or later, I am going to have to get another piece of foam for him because he has like, there's like nothing up here, so it's really, really like skinny. He just looks really skinny, and then down here, it's just like ballooning. But yeah, so I just wanted to do that quick comparison video of these two 1989 telco motionettes. But yeah, I think that is about it. I'm honestly surprised that he still has this little ball on the end of his hat. It's clearly falling off. But yeah. So that's about it for this video. Just wanted to do a little comparison because like I said, I've been getting a lot of questions. Um, but yeah, so that's about it. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next video. Adios.